Salaki. Hold on, Rocky. We finna test it right quick. Salaki. Hold on, Rocky. We finna test it right quick. All right, sounding good. First off, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kodash. Forgive me the spirit to the lesson on today. Lord, and feed you lamb and sheep of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I also want to give double honors to Slaka, to the apostles and the elders, great millstone, who taught us this 100% truth, according to the spirits of Be Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect that they're pushing his word through the four corners of the earth and sincerity to y'all. Say Shalom. It's the brother Warga, younger brother Jim is Dallas Branch. And as you see, man, the solar eclipse just passed today. Roughly in Dallas it was around like 12 to 3 pretty much. And it was a beautiful theme through the parents pretty Yahweh West Shai, man. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen a solar eclipse before, and if I did, I can't remember. And in this reincarnation. But it was a beautiful thing, man. It was definitely beautiful, power of Yahweh Shai. But we know all these things are signs in the heaven. You know what I'm saying? And as you see, the title of the video is the sit down, which probably is not gonna be too long, but it's called Signs in the Heavens of Things to Come. Because you have a lot of people celebrating this sign, going out to see it, but they have no understanding of what this sign is, what does it mean. And even when you do go to Google and you do go to the Esau's astrologers and things like that, as far as the things they put out through the media, they still not taking that necessarily seriously, because there's talking about CERN opening up, you know what I'm saying, and they trying to send something through, or something's going to come out, things of that nature, man. But we all understand at the end of the day, this is a sign from Yahweh Bashim Shai of the season and the times we're in, man. And as a matter of fact, before I get these clips, I'm going to pull this real quick. Hold on. Let me actually bring it up. I thought I already had it pulled up. Yeah, let's pull this up real quick. All right, this is 2nd Esdras 9. 2nd Esdras chapter 9. We'll start at verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou see a part of the signs past which I have told thee before, right? And you know what signs are referring to? The signs throughout the scriptures, and chiefly, you read up a couple chapters in 2nd Esdras, around 6th, 5th verse, the Lord pretty much, that ain't through the angel, the Lord told Esdras, you know what I'm saying, the times, because then when you read down, you get 2nd Esdras 15 and 16 is going to the time of Jacob troubles, and so on and so forth, man. So those signs, but you also, you have these signs in the heavens, which we, of course, what I'm saying, we're being in captivity, and usually the ones that had that understanding on those signs in the heaven a lot of times were the Yashashkar, you know what I'm saying, Issachar, man, known as today as Mexicans. That's why you got the Mayan calendar and things like that. Usually a lot of times but they are so far gone. They're all about JC, man. But nevertheless, still the pastor Yahweh Shai, he's gonna have some understanding come out this. Because I'm gonna pull a couple clips, and I'm not gonna play them. I'm just gonna speak over them. Because I would like to play them, but you know what? I'm gonna play them. I'm gonna play a little bit. They're kind of lengthy though. I just kind of want to skim through and get certain parts, but they're going to go deeper into it and go into what the solar eclipse means and things like that, man. But I'm going to read this 2nd Esdras 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when I see a part of the signs past that I've told thee before, then shall I understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, man. And we see those signs coming past. You know what I'm saying? It's going to go on to them, actually. Verse 3, therefore, when they shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, which you see that happen, uproars, earthquakes. We done had an earthquake in New Jersey, New York. You know what I'm saying? You see the last year you had the trail derailments. You know what I'm saying? The bridges collapsing. You have all these things going on in the earth, man. And we're lining it up with prophecy with scripture. You know what I'm saying? And then what do you know? A solar eclipse. You know what I'm saying? It's just these are heavy things, man. We're in beautiful times, man. Lord willing, we be those be a part of that number, be a part of that elect that get saved from these things, man. I'm gonna keep reading a little bit more. It says, then shall thou well understand that the most high spoke of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. As scripture say, he has declared the end from the beginning. So, because that's all these prophecies, the prophets been speaking about these things, man, for a long time. You know, when you read throughout the scriptures, they go into the revealing of Yahweh Shai, the new, even Daniel, Daniel speaks about the kingdom of heaven. That was way back in the Babylonian captivity. We're like, what's that? Babylonian, Media Persians, Rome, Greece. We're like 4 captivities down the line now. But the Lord spoke of these things before by way of his prophets, man. But this is verse 5, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. And we know the end is manifest through what? These prophecies, man. And then you got this beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Scary but beautiful sign in the heaven, the solar eclipse, But I want to pull these clips real quick. I had already looked at them before. It's just little things I was looking at. Let's see. We'll watch a little bit of this one. It says Wally talks about the eclipse means to the Navajo people. Which the Navajo, they're Israelites, they're Indians, they're descendants of the Indians. But he kind of made it quicker on this one because I watched the 10-minute one, and that was kind of lengthy. So this was kind of like quick to the point, and this was about the eclipse that happened in 2017.
That when an eclipse occurs, and of course in Navajo we call it Yuna Etasa, which means the death of the sun. And it's a natural phenomenon that a lot of Navajo people have viewed them from time to time throughout history. And among our own people, the teaching is simple, that it's a time of cleansing, because as the moon and that passes between the sun and the earth, it casts a big shadow. And on that,
and like you said, that's really heavy because you said it's a time of cleansing. And I know the elder Jimmy, that was the elder Arinaza. He said treat these prophecies. I'm saying, especially this sign, like the Passover, pretty much. Which I don't want to go too in depth in that. That'll be a video. But pretty much, just being prudent. And now it's time to purge out some more of that living. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of those metals that the Lord is not desiring. You know what I'm saying? We want to get rid of that dross out of us, which the Lord's going to ultimately purge away the dross from the nation of Israel. But just those little infirmities that could be withholding you. And I ain't gonna say necessarily infirmities, because infirmities not that. I'll say necessarily things that all things are lawful, but not all things are expedient, which goes being pretty much convenient. So, is it convenient for you to be doing what you're doing? It might not. It might not be convenient. It might hinder your growth or your relationship that you could have with Yahweh Bahashim Shai. But I want to get this real quick, because it made me think about that when he said that. He said it's a time of cleansing. Because what is first off, when you think about cleansing, Matthew 24, as the days of Noah should be, as the days of the Son of Man should be, even as the days of Noah, loosely paraphrasing it. So water and fire, those are 2 type of cleansing agents you could use. The Lord cleansed the world back then with water, and through Noah and his sons, he brought forth the nations that we see today. Now, the Lord is going to cleanse the earth again, but this time he's going to use fire, you know. As a matter of fact, I want to pull that real quick. I'm going to pull that because he's going to use fire. I can't spell. Hopefully that's right. It's Malachi 4. Ah, snap. It got me going to I clicked on the wrong stuff. It's like, yeah, let's try to. Here we go. This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and yea, and all they that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh Bahasham of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch." So the Lord is going to completely, so like my bad, I was kind of running, but it said he's going to leave them no root nor branch. So that means he's going to completely uproot it. It ain't going to be no wickedness being grown back on the planet Earth, which is, it's forwarded through who? It's forwarded through Esau Edom, because earlier in Malachi 1, you know what I'm saying? Esau's the border of wickedness, so we're in Malachi 1. You jump up, he's the border of wickedness. So the times of cleansing, it made me think about this because, fire is used as a cleansing agent, and the Lord is going to cleanse the earth of the wickedness, starting with the spearhead of wickedness, which is a physical counterpart of this demon Satan. The physical counterpart is Esau Edom. So I want to get this to Sirach chapter 10. I'm going to just get straight to the point. It should be, Sirach chapter 10, verse 10. It says, "The physician," who we know who is the physician. The physician is Yahweh Shai. That's the physician. That's the doctor that's going to clean the earth of this disease. And what is the disease? Well, you guessed it. If you did, but you should have guessed it. You're right, the so-called white man, Esau Edom. Isaiah 45 speaks about the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. And Job 9:24 tells you how the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. And when you read, if I'm not mistaken, first or second Maccabees, first chapter, speaks about how when Alexander the Greek, Alexander the Creep, when they came into rulership, and there's four generals and things like that, loosely paraphrasing it, wickedness increased and evils came upon the earth. So it is the cancer of the earth is the so-called white man. He's the reason why Yahweh Shai is bringing these plagues. And hey, it's in the scriptures, man. Yeah, they refer to Esau as the son of perdition. What does that mean? Destruction. So he was created to bring death. That's what he's created for. The scriptures in Habakkuk says he is as death, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep reading. This is Sirach 10:10. It says, "The physician cut off a long disease, and he that is a king tomorrow shall die." And that's what we're looking forward to. And that what we just seen, man, this sign in the heaven is a token, a sign that Yahweh Shai is soon gonna cut off the disease, that long disease, man. It's like I ain't shared. There you go. I'm reading again. Sirach, also known as Ecclesiastes, chapter 10, verse 10. "The physician cut off a long disease, and he that is a day a king tomorrow shall die." And that's what we're coming into. The time where Yahweh Shai is going to cut off that long disease. As you know, when you watch the clip, the dude said, the Gadite brother, man. He said what? He said it's a time of cleansing, which he's going to go into the aspect, cleansing. And, I think he's going to go into like purging out 11 things like that, because I've already watched it. But, you have, cleansing. Yahweh Shai's going to cleanse the planet Earth. I'm playing though.
In that shadow is where we can be in the center of it, like we're going to be with many of the states to the north. And as the sun comes back out, it is a new birth. And so in modern times and in today's time, we should probably recognize it as a time to make resolutions, like a New Year resolution. that the teaching is that you sit quietly, you don't eat and drink, and don't sleep, and of course sit quietly and think. And so the teachings of our people is that you think about your life and accomplishments and the things you want to do in the years ahead and the days ahead. So the event is considered a time of death and then rebirth. And so when the eclipse is over with, you have some new direction, and
And that's kind of what I wanted to get at there. He said the eclipse is a sign of death and rebirth. And that shows you right there. And in order for something to, rebirth or be born, you know what I'm saying? It got to be death, man. So it's going to be a lot of death going on, because as it speaks about, scriptures tell you, Isaiah 63, how the Lord, he's going to, he's going to tread in the wine and press alone. So it's going to be a lot of death, coming into this new beginning, and what beginning is that? That's the beginning of our rulership, man. And that's what that was a sign of, man. Just spiritually extrapolating. That's what it was pretty much a sign. It was just spiritually extrapolating. It's not a coincidence that every video you look up about this solar eclipse and things is speaking about how it's the new beginning or something. Which Esau, he's using it as this is a, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to forward it into the W to the yo, which I'm going to pull a couple scriptures on that. He really kind of said all of it. I mean, I really don't want to play this one.
This is like a secret weapon. It's Arcade by Output, one of the greatest plugins that I've ever used.
But honestly, if you want to watch this, you know what I'm saying, I'll try to put the link in the description below. I don't know how to do it usually when I do lives, but it says the hidden, if you can see it, the hidden 1904 book unveils 2024 April 8th eclipse mysteries. And it's a good thing to watch, you know what I'm saying, brothers, if you into stuff like that, because this goes into, the elder out there in Connecticut, the elder Anah, he's the one that's kind of enlightened me on this. Because I watched the video and he was going into that April 8th and how Alex Rastroli, I think I'm saying the name right, Alex Rastroli had met Awas, on April 8th, that demon that pretty much led to him writing the book of the law, which if the book of the law is literally being played out right now, because in a nutshell, the book of the law is do as I will spirit and things like that. So this is a man that the Lord used to bring forth, the Esau's wicked world we see today. It's like my neck hurting. Looking down too hard. But yeah, so that was that on those, you know what I'm saying? Your brother should go watch that. That's a good one, but we're gonna pull some more of these scriptures. So I want to pull. We're gonna get to that Luke. This is Luke chapter 21, verse 25. And I like the title. It says the return of the anointed. You know what I'm saying? Yahushua, because we know Yahushua is going to return. And what is he going to do? Well, when Yahushua returns, he's a 2nd Esdras 13 tells you he's coming to wage war. He's coming to wage war and bring and pretty much restore everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Salaki, he's coming to restore everything, and that's what we're looking forward to. Liberate the Israelites, restore, because by Yahushua coming back and liberating the Israelites and putting them back in the rightful order, that's the beginning. Because really the beginning of it was sending down his word unto the elect. That was the beginning of the restoration of pretty much all of creation. As scriptures say, which we could pull it actually. Let me see. I don't want to look it up in there. It makes me lose my spot. Let me see. I'm going to share this real quick. This is Proverbs 29 and verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And that's what we're coming into. We're coming into the time where the righteous is going to be back in authority without no fault. No slight imperfection. because we done ruled a couple times in the scriptures. Scriptures going to King David, King Solomon rulership. So we ruled, but and even with that, that wasn't even the whole entire earth. But this rulership, what I'm saying, we're going to have the whole entire earth, and we're going to have the law and statute and commandments written in our inward parts, man. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, we ain't gonna have no measure of spirit, pretty much. It ain't gonna be no, oh, you got a cap it, you going under. No, the Lord's gonna we're gonna know all things. We're gonna have complete understanding through the prosperity of Yahweh Bahashim Shai. So, and all of creation is waiting on that, as scriptures say. So we could jump back, because that's what's gonna happen. So when Yahweh returns, he's gonna restore that order back to the earth. And the whole earth is going to be like the Garden of Eden, because what does Sirach 19 and 19 say, man? The doctrine of the Lord is the doctrine of life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to read this. Is Luke 21:25. And there should be signs in the sun and in the moon. Did we not just see that? We've seen the signs in the sun, and it says, and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity, and the sea and the waves roaring. And that's what you see is going on, man. As this sign is accumulated, you see the distress of the nations, perplexity, all that stuff going on earth, man. You know what I'm saying? You see that. It wasn't like the sign, we see the solar eclipse happen and it was just, no. It's a lot of stuff going on earth is not being talked about, man. You know what I'm saying? World War III is revving up. Esau's getting ready to roll out his MOTB, see him on the mandatory. All the things that happen in the planet Earth, man. A lot of insurrection going on the other side of the world. Haiti, you know what I'm saying? Finding out a lot of those what do you call them? Those immigrants. A lot of them are felons. It's a lot of stuff going on. Then, you know what I'm saying? That civil war, So it's a lot of things going on. But it says men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken, and that's what you see, man. Because like the powers, Esau see these things too, man. He see these things going on, but the Lord is going to harden his heart. He see him, and that's one thing too. I wanted to show y'all one more clip. You just reminded me. I wanted to show y'all one more clip. I had to upload it on my page because I couldn't just find it. I want to show y'all this, man. This was heavy. Brothers had sent it in the chat.
Back up. This is so cool. What's that?
What is that?
What's that? Back up. This is so cool. What's that?
What is that?
What's that? Back up. This is so cool. What's that?
What is that?
What's that?
You see that, man? Shalak. You see that? That was a chariot, man. Call Lord Yahweh Hashim Shai, man. That was a chariot. But they, like the scripture say, be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at the signs of heaven. Wow, because the heathens know what these signs are, man. They know they're not nothing good for them. You know what I'm saying? They know that, the scriptures say he done became wiser than Daniel, on the left-hand side. So, like you said, knowledge of wickedness is foolish, it's not wisdom. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord has given him a lot of understanding on the left-hand side to fulfill his role in prophecy. And you see that, man. And Esau, if the Esau, he got so bad, he had to leak out, we see, it's aliens, chariots, UFOs. He had to leak it out. Why? Because it was getting out too much, man. It was getting to the point where random people was seeing them. Like, for example, right there, you just seen like, what was that, man? Now, but the Esau's put the rhetoric on it that it's an alien. So people won't think of, it's so-called black men, melanated men. You know what I'm saying? Israelites. But we're going to keep reading this. Luke 21:26. It says, men's hearts failing for fear and for looking after those powers which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven should be shaken, man. That's what's happening, man. The fear ain't really settled in on these local commoners yet, but it soon will. Because when it's gonna get to a point to where you just can't deny and just go on and no, it's gonna be everywhere, man. The chaos, it's something's gonna go down heavy. We can feel it through the pounds for Yahweh Shai. And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And we just saw a cloud right there, which a cloud is just a representation of a chariot. And that's what times we're in, we're in the times of the revealing of our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai, man. We're in those time periods. Because it's really heavy because we're in a time period of revealing Yahweh Shai. And what do you have happen? You have Russian come out with them Russian icons, his oldest church. He just show it all. Showing pulling, read means back, and the velation going to veil. So the Lord is pulling back that veil, like this is how the Lord really looks. This is how I look. He's melanated. The prophets are melanated. Not to stir off to that direction, but just to note that, like the Lord, you know what I'm saying, the revealing of the Son of Man is being happened right now, which it already started by brothers going out on the highways teaching and things like that. But as the brother beautifully said at camp, the brother Osmoth, and also the elder, damn, his name just slipped my mind. The elder in dang, it just slipped my mind. Slakia elder, slipped my mind. It's the elder out there. He be doing the sit downs with Apostle Bar on Tuesday. Sakaran, elder Sakaran. Yeah, as he had said, the Lord just did that, so you niggas can't have no cloak. That's all it was pointing for. But let's pull some more scriptures I got pulled up here. Because it's a new beginning, man. It's the end of an age and the beginning of a new age that will never end. This is 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. And, this is, it's that angel telling Ezra about the time that's going before the earth and things like that. And, pretty much, what's going to happen in the end. So this is 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And that's what that was a representation of. Those signs, those things we see, these are things shown unto us. These are things shown unto us to give us the indicating that Esau, you're done. Your rulership is over. Your rulership is already past due on the average time a rulership has been ruling. So the Lord has y'all on borrowed time just to fulfill prophecy. And we're soon fastly approaching that time where Yahweh Shai is going to cut this thing off, man. We know the persecution is coming. And then I forgot to mention too, the devil's comet. They when y'all brothers watch that video with the one that I had said, the last one that we didn't watch really, I just kind of clicked on it. It's going to go into like what do comets pretty much mean, you know what I'm saying? And we just really extrapolating because they could be way off. But they could be right to a degree, but we extrapolating with the times we in, we could see that, this comet being representation of a new beginning, you know what I'm saying? A transferring from the new to the old. From the old to the new. Well, that's not, that's really not happening. We're not going to nothing new. This is really, you know what I'm saying, that time, that Adamic state, you know what I'm saying, the time of Adam on steroids, pretty much. That's what we're finna approach. We're coming into a time of Adam, how it was, but it's gonna be on steroids, man. I'm gonna just pull these scriptures. This is Matthew. My bad. This is Job chapter 5, verse 12. It says, yeah. This is Job chapter 5, verse 12. And it's going to you, Edomites, Esau, man. So it says, he disappoint the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. And that's what you see is happening, man. Because Esau see these things happening. What he's going to do? He's still going to be the devil. Call all your house Shai. If your brother could see it in the top, I don't know if you can see it. The guy's 441. Now you can't see it. I'm looking at the thing. 441 for the BlueLetterBible.org KJV. But yeah, he's going to be the devil. Romans 9 says that. Same reason have I raised up Pharaoh, have I raised thee up to show my power. So he's going to disappoint as Esau's doing these things, gearing up, doing all these things. You know what I'm saying? Lick his chops, trying to get right. Well, the Lord got something for you, man. And that sign was just an indicator that he got something for you. And you ain't going to like it. So this is Job chapter 20, verse 5. It says, the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. And that's what is happening. Now you see, Esau is getting scared looking at these things, man. But the Lord got that spirit on him that he had on Pharaoh, which that's why he causes spiritual Sodom in Egypt, man. As the brother said, this is gonna be a very Sodom captivity we're in. Which that's what it is. And a lot of that sodomy in Pharaoh, because Pharaoh and Sodom, that was Ham. That was Ham, man. Sodom and Gomorrah, that was Ham. Pharaoh, that was Ham. That was the descendants of Ham. The Hamites, they're descendants of Hamites. And Esau is just soaking up all those things of the Hamites. He's just a big bowl of all these mix. The basis of man, pretty much, man. The worst of the heathen. The heathen are already bad, but he's the worst of the heathen. And it's being shown through his rulership. But like I said, read it again, Job 25, the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, man. And let's see what that word triumphing means. Let's see what it brings some edification in here. Let me see. So it's Renana. It's Renana. Hold on. Triumph. Let's get the word triumph. Yeah, shut up, mama. Let's get that word triumph and let's go to the root. And it says, I think that's like Renah. That's a final form. I can't think of it right now. It's a lock, y'all. I'm still working on my Syrian, especially the final forms. But let's see what it says, though. It says to overcome, to cry out, shout joy, ring in joy, to cause the ring, sing out, rejoicing. So they're rejoicing. You know what I'm saying? They're rejoicing. Now let's go back. The rejoicing of the wicked is short. And that's what's happening. It's funny because like Esau stopped enjoying his rulership when we woke up. Revelation 11:11, you know what I'm saying? After 3 days and a half, great fear fell upon. What's that 3 days and a half? The 60 and 19 until late 1960, early 1970s, when Abba Bivens came on the scene, where he's already teaching, but the spirit of the teaching of Yahweh Shai came out pretty much. So he really already ain't been enjoying his rulership. He's been waking up day and night trying to figure out how to stop what the Lord has started, man. So this is Job chapter 20, verse. I'm going to get another one. I think it's 25. No. Yep. It's Job chapter 20, verse 22. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Right? So therefore, he's going to be in straits, man. Difficulty trying to fulfill his into the W, his new world order, man. But that's the thing, though. The Lord is bringing a true new world order, which is really not. It's really bringing an ancient world order, man. Because it's not like a new spirit, a new spirit is coming from the earth. No, man. It's not a new spirit, man. It's just that ancient way coming back. But this time when it comes back, it's going to be on steroids. It's going to be amped up like Bane if he smacked his chest. Venom. It's going to be amped up, man. So I'm reading a little bit more. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh Bashma shall cast the fear of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he was eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow still shall strike him through. So Yahweh Bashma Shai going to cast him down, man. And it's going to that iron weapon and a bow of steel. What is that talking about? The 200 million thermonuclear missiles coming down on his head, not his headquarters, but the Hollywood of the earth. Babylon the Great, man. Being that golden cup, as it speaks about in Jeremiah 51:7. That he used it to seed the nations with. And, this is just going into that sign because that's what the sign was, man. It indicated that these are the things that's coming upon earth. Judgment, death. but also great deliverances. You know what I'm saying? It's a great deliverance coming upon the planet Earth. As a matter of fact, let me get it because I know it's in Jeremiah. Yeah, I know if it was 15 or 16. This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 14. It says, therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, that it shall no more be said, the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out the land of Egypt, because that was a major, that was the major deliverance right there, man. It's still talked about to this day, you know? But guess what? The Lord said it ain't gonna be we ain't gonna speak about that one no more, right? Verse 15, but the Lord Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he hath driven them, I will bring them again into a land that I gave unto their fathers. And what's the land of the north, man? That's that Babylon the Great. Slakia. And then whatever else he scattered us, because we know we're scattered across the four corners of the earth, pursuing in Matthew 24, go and gather my elect from the four winds of the earth. So we're scattered all over the earth. It's just the bulk is in the Babylon the Great, which is in the north. I think it's called the North America. Yeah, North America. Right? So that's what, and he's going to bring us to our land. That's why it's going to be a missile that hit Israel too, because we got to get you niggas out of there, man. And when I say niggas, I'm talking about you, the progenitor of the nigga. Niggas, they love to wear the little small cap. If we call them small hats. That they want to be us so bad, man. So I think that'll be it. Hold on, I thought I had Matthew 24 up here somewhere because I had the scriptures pulled up. I want to get Matthew 24. As a matter of fact, let me get that Jeremiah. Let me get that Jeremiah right quick. That Jeremiah 30. Jeremiah 30 and 7. I spelled them wrong. Is that Jeremiah 30 and verse 7? Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And we see that. That sign that we looked at, everybody's looking at it. You know, doing all that stuff, yelling kids running around with the damn Boosie fader and shit. You get that big ass, acorn. You know how they cut their kids' hair, man. They had a Boosie fade. You got the acorn head, the big knot, looking like the peanut at the Proud Family, running around here with a flat top on top of it. Just running around, but they doing all that stuff, not understanding that it's going to be great judgment coming upon the planet Earth. It's going to be mass death, never seen since there was a nation upon Earth. It speaks about in Daniel 12. That's why I say, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob troubles. But he's going to be saved out of it. Who's he? The elect. And Lord will be those men. You know what I'm saying? The elect is going to be saved out of them, man. And you with sincere sisters, too. You have the elect woman, too. We just hit the man all the time because that's what the Lord's dealing with right now. Directly as the men. Well, Yahweh Shai. Let me rephrase it. Yahweh Shai is dealing with the men. And through Yahweh Shai, we deal with Yahweh. But you women, y'all got to follow along too. You ain't exempt. And that's the one I really want to end off with, that one. Matthew 24 is I want enough that one. So yeah, Lord willing, this is edifying through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, and feeds you lamb and sheets of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, That sign was just an indicator that we closer to our salvation, man. Yes, mass death coming upon the planet Earth, and you got to be in the spirit of purging out more leaven out, man, and being, as the brother Gabar loves to tell us all the time, man, fear, man. Focus on the fear. And right now, they're going to it all the time. Fear of faith, man. Focus on it, because that's the times we're in. So, Lord willing, this is edifying through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bahashem Shai. I wanted to end it off by saying, call halal, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rachak Quadash. I want to give the honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and to y'all, man. To y'all, I'm going to say shalom, man. Salakia for my voice. But Shalom Akim, Yahweh Shabbat Thumb.